Today we're going to compare this camera, which is the Sony 6700, with this camera, the Sony ZV-E10. So this is going to be using the kit lens. The 6700 will have the Sigma 18 to 50. And probably later on I'll switch them up. Today we're going to shoot in Osaka, Japan at a very popular tourist place called Sky Building. Now we're on the Sony ZV-E10. It is lighter. Both this shot and the shot that we just looked at are with active stabilization. And this is the Sony 16 to 50 millimeter lens. All right, so let's go. We'll be going by bicycle. Out, so I can't really see the screen very well. I think exposure is okay. This was really hard for me to even see like the aperture and the shutter speed because it's so bright and there's no viewfinder on the ZV-E10. So this is the ZV-E10 with full automatic mode and with the wind muff on. It's really windy. Actually, it's windier now than it was just a second ago. How's the sound? I've experienced with the ZV-E10 that the mic sounds better outside than when indoors because you get that echo when you're indoors. That's where we're going. It's called Umeda Sky Building. By the way, I know it's shaking, but this is on a zoom with active stabilization on the ZV-E10. Actually, we're in clear image zoom now. Okay, this is the 50 millimeter focal length, and that's where we're going. Okay, so this is the Sony 6700. I can't really tell for sure if it's filming because the ZV-E10 has that little red bar that goes around the corners of the screen, so it's easy to see. But on this camera, you just have a little red recording. All right, so this is active stabilization. I've got it set to shutter priority because that's usually how I shoot, but it's so bright out and I don't have an ND filter for this lens, so it's probably overexposed, I'm pretty sure. I will set it in auto and see how that looks. It'll probably raise the shutter speed and see how that looks. And that's where we're going. Zoom in here. So this is focal length, 50 millimeter focal length, active stabilization. I'm going to switch to S-Log. So this is S-Log now, still automatic, everything's automatic. I had my face close to the screen, so when I hit record I could hear the beep sound, which helped assure me that it's on, and also I could see the letters a little bit better. So anyway, how does this look? This is all color graded. It has an automatic wind canceling system on it. I've got that on. Okay, how is the exposure here? Okay, I wanted to take a little walk and see how this goes. It really is nice having this viewfinder in such a bright situation because I really couldn't see without it. Also, I have old eyes. I can't see very well without glasses anymore, so having the viewfinder, we can set it to match your eyesight, so that works. That's way too many people. I'm not waiting in line for that. Not today. How do you like the music I use in my videos? As you know, I'm a really small channel and I don't have the budget for those big music licensing companies. Just before I started YouTube, I found this young company with great music and great pricing. After using their free plan for a while, I went for the paid plan. The company's name is Audio, but with 2 I's. Using the affiliate link in the description gives you a great deal and helps support my channel. Thanks. The ZV-E10 is really an amazing camera for the price. Yeah, I'm really impressed. I mean, the things I've noticed the most is the difference in usability. The 6700 has so many buttons and dials that are really easy to access and change the settings. It really makes it a lot easier to film, especially when you're taking pictures and videos back and forth. It's just quick, and you can just look at the dial and see which setting it is, where with the ZV-E10 you gotta look at the screen, and when it's bright you gotta squint at the screen. But I think, I mean, I still have to go home and compare the quality of the videos and pictures, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be very similar. But the biggest difference would probably be image stabilization. So now I'm back on the 6700. Let's see if we can get some slow motion shots of the kids playing in the park. Visually speaking, I suspect your conclusions are the same as mine. The 4K 120 frames per second slow motion was beautiful, but the 1080 HD slow motion wasn't terrible, was it? I think it would be good enough if you only use it once in a while. Did the quality of the ZV-E10 surprise you? It always surprises me. If only it weren't for the camera shake and the wobbling in active steady shot. Catalyst Browse and Final Cut Pro are pretty good in some situations for taking that out though. The footage of my Guillaume Festival video was pretty shaky, but most of it turned out okay. But some of it didn't survive the last cut. You can still find some weird wobbling in the parts that I posted even. I'll put a link to that in the description. On the other hand, the active steady on the 6700 was nice. Not great for walking, but we can use our smartphones for that. And even though the 6700 is just a bit larger and heavier, I think I would be a little less likely to take it with me when I go out to dinner or something. However, if it were an important shoot and I could only take one camera, I'd definitely take the 6700. So my final recommendation is, if you're on a budget camp and don't require a viewfinder and 4K 60 or 4K 120 slow motion, get the ZV-E10. If you're in the 2,000 bucks ain't much camp, get the 6700 because you can afford it. And it has extra features that you can grow into. One final thing to keep in mind for both camps: the ZV-E10 is a modern day camera built with parts from old cameras. So it boots slowly and the button response can be slow. The 6700 is a modern camera built with parts of future cameras, so there's a bit of future proofing, if that's even possible these days. Let me know in the comments section if you have any questions. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. I have a low light comparison video in the works. I just have to edit it, and if you subscribe, YouTube will let you know when it's ready. Thanks for watching.